YouTube. Man, you know, when you playing, you just like, man, I'm gonna have a little extra change this week, man. All the bills paid, gonna have a little something to sit on, man. Never doing that again. Never saying that again. So I already told y'all that I was gonna, tend to the truck, you get the oil change and stuff like that, um, all that good stuff. So, um, yesterday I made it right over the Mississippi State line, right before you get to the way station, coming 20 West. Trailer tire blowout. Right now, you know, I'm not liable, for that. So, what I did is I actually had to go through the way station because I don't have the pre-pass or nothing on my truck. So they didn't weigh me in, nothing like that. I said, cool. Let me make it over to this Lowe's, get them to swap the tire out, and be on my way. So I get to the Lowe's and nobody's in the base, so they pull me right in. I mean, right in. So I'm like, cool, that's love. So I'm like, well, shoot, get them to do me an oil change. Now, they don't have the underground bay, right? They don't have an underground bay. What they have is they have to just put the truck on jacks. So I'm like, all right, cool. So after they changed the tire out, the guy said, man, one of the jacks ain't working. I said, all right, man, well, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. So my man said, since we couldn't do the oil change for, I'm going to give you some extra points on your Lowe's card. I'm like, all right, cool. Free rewards. I love it, right? So I said, I'm going to slide over to the TA because the TA right up the street. So I said, well, I don't feel like dealing with it tonight because my wife, she just got out of work. She was a little tired. So I was like, I'm just going to park at the truck stop across the interstate from the TA because I knew at that time we were going to be parking over here. So I woke up this morning, went and got the oil changed on my car. It was time for the tires to be rotated, all that good stuff like that. Dude tell me like, yeah, man, mechanic recommended you switch the coolant out, man. It's been 7 years. That was an extra $100. I like, all right, cool, man. Run it, We good. So I come up into the truck and like I already told you, I got like a coolant leak, but it only leaks like after it sits around. So like I said, I'm gonna get that straightened out, in January and stuff like that. As long as I ain't leaking while I'm driving or it's leaking like, in a little short sample size, it just leaks like, a period of time. So I'm gonna get that straightened out. So I walk around to the passenger side. Now mind you, I just bought this tire not that long ago. Let me show y'all the tire, man. So not only am I getting an oil change over here, I'm about to get another steer tire. And the messed up thing about getting a steer tire is just the fact that the driver's side steer is wearing so well to the point that I'm like, I don't even want to swap it out because they were so close, they were so close in depth. Right, but anyway, let me show y'all the time, man. Because I was wondering, like the last day or so, I've been riding, and it's been like rough or something like that. So, man, let me show y'all what's going on here, man. Right there, and then right here. I mean, I don't even know how something like that happens. I promise you. I don't even know how something like that happened. So, my first instinct was like, I had done a review on like Yokohama tires, and they was like, from a steer standpoint, you know what I'm saying, they not like the best. But like I said, I'm going off of the driver's side. It is holding up fantastic. When I swapped them out, I think they were off maybe 3 on 4/16 they was off. Like it was a situation like it was 14 and 15 sixteenths to like 18, or whatever the situation, 16 out of 16, something like that. But it was real close. It was so minimum. I'm like, man, that's cool, man. It wasn't like it was 9 and then I was putting 16 or something like that. So I'm like, man. So the lady was like, I said, you got another Yokohama? She was like, no, we got the Dayton, we got the Firestone, got the Michelin, got the Bridgestone, got the Goodyear. You know what I'm saying? Them joking like $500 a tie. And I'm just like, man. I said, let me just get the Dayton, man. Let me just get the entry level, because it's like, obviously, you know what I'm saying, your steers are your most important tire on the truck, bar none. But I'm just like, at this point, I'm kind of wishing like, dang, I wish the driver's side steer was down a little bit more. I can just go ahead and swap them both out, and I know they coming in at the same, thread depth or whatever like that. But man, you just hate to see it, man. Just hate to see it. Something like this, man, with me knowing how much a steer tire is, I can't give you but one strike. I really just can't give you but one strike, man. And after that one strike, it's kind of like, I can't do business with you no more. I mean, I try to get, I'm trying to get a second chance. I'm like, did you have another Yokohama? Because I'm just like, I don't like having mismatched tires. Some folks are like, oh man, it don't matter. But me personally, certain little stuff like that, I don't want no mismatched tires. Some people, like I said, they'll roll with mismatched tires. It's not an issue to them, but I don't want no mismatched tires at all. And I'm really sitting here thinking, really sitting here contemplating like, man, y'all gonna take both these steel tires off. But I don't want to give y'all a tire like, but you know what? I might go back off in there, because I know that the last time I was here, like they said they would give you a discount, like if the tire is still in pretty good shape. I think I remember them saying that, or saying something like that. And I just gonna get both steel tires and be done with it. Just gonna get like some Michelin steel tire, but they're gonna set me back, man. They're gonna set me back like $1,400-1,500, man. I was not anticipating spending no $1,400-1,500. I mean, I got it, but I don't know, man. I'm probably gonna rock it out like that, man. I just have to ride with the mismatched steers, man. Which I bought the truck that steers were mismatched. I had this Yokohama over here, and then I forgot what the other one was over there on the passenger side. But that's what I'm gonna do, man. I ain't about to, man. I ain't about to let my. That's not smart business. At some point, it's like, yeah, you can write it off or whatever like that, but it's just like, nah, man. If it's within reason, then I'll do it. But like I said, I'm gonna check. I think the thread depth, so I'll check the thread depth or whatever like this on the driver's side. Like I said, if it's straight, I'll roll with it. But if it's too far off to the point, I think it's gonna throw something off. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna do it. Like I said, I'm way past due on the oil change that I wanted to get, because I want to try to change it out of. I was doing it at like 13,000-14,000 miles, but I think, man, I'm way over that, man. I'm way over that. Matter of fact, where my little book at? I keep a little thing in here, and like it showed me, I wrote it down like the last time I had an oil change. So last time I was supposed to change it at 340, 378, right? So now I'm at 357, 646. So man, that's like 17,000 more. Like nah. It's. I mean, it was way past due right now, and I ain't gonna let it run out that long. But it didn't. It wasn't burning a lot of oil. You know what I'm saying? I added some. I added like a gallon. Poor fella. This guy over here next to me, man, like he trying to pick up a penny, man, and like he couldn't bend down and pick it up, so he just said, you know, I'm just gonna kick it to the side and keep it pushing. But yeah, man, I'm gonna try to keep it at right at 13, 14, maybe 15,000 miles. But like I said, as far as this, I didn't really burn that much oil. I put a gallon in like last week, but like I said, that's way past the interval, so it actually held up. You know what I'm saying? Pretty good. You know, honestly speaking. But like I said, I don't really want to run it. I don't really want to run it that far. So like I said, I'm gonna get back in. I'm gonna get back on my schedule routine moving forward, because really the way I ride, it would really basically I really change the oil, like, you know, on that scale, really change the oil like once a month, because you know the miles they. You know what I'm saying? They add up, because really you're doing me probably about 2,000 a month. So a little bit over. So probably like a month. Yeah, I might say a month and like a month and a week. Because you ain't, you know, month, maybe 2 weeks. So, you know what I'm saying? Every month and a half or something like that. So yeah, you know, that's 300 a pop. But yeah, man, I'll be a lot more fine with just spending right at $600 a day with these people versus just 15 for some tires, man. I don't know, man. Matter of fact, let me just check the depth on this tire, man. Like I said, I know it's still good, because over here they want you to swap them out at 6 30-seconds or whatever like that. So they don't even want you to get down to the 4. They want you to get them out. They want you to get them out of there like at 6. So let me check the depth of this tire, man. And let me see what the business is. So like right now, we reading. Might as well say we're reading right at 14 30 seconds on this tire right here. So at 14, and then the one I'm swapping out, it's at, might as well say right at 16. You see what I'm saying? So 16 and 14, I mean, you can't even you really can't even trip about something like that, man. You know? So, yeah, 14 and 16. So, like I said, yeah, it was a real minuscule. So even with 14, because I think you get a new tire is right at 18, so that's still 4. So I think that's straight, man. I mean, 'cause tires, I mean they're not supposed to wear abnormally, but you know, you may have a situation where one ends up wearing before the other one wears. You know what I'm saying? Just it's the name of the game. But right now I'm just sitting in line, man, behind this other truck. I don't know if it's a black truck or it's a PNS, but I know he got some pipes, so I pretty much figure it's either a Blair or PNS or one of the other 35 companies that they oversee. Yeah, but yeah, man, I'm gonna get back with y'all, man. You know, off today. I was trying to shoot one last night, make a video last night when I was getting the tire change or whatever like that, but it just didn't happen. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. So when I was pulling out, while I was getting a tire change that yesterday, right? You pull out the bay, they had a dry van sitting right here. I guess that's where they put out of they, roadside tires they pick up. I guess the ones that may be salvageable to be recaps or whatever. So I'm pulling, and I'm on the curve, and I'm steady looking. I bump my mirror out. I'm like, man, there's no way in the world I can make it past this trailer. So I back up, and I got to the point where I had backed up to the point like, man, I can't even get back straight in here. So I was like, man, I ain't got no choice but to hop the curve and get in the grass, drive that way just to get around the trailer. And I'm like, man, that's a very inconvenient thing, man. Like, y'all, that's bad. Like, not put myself in a situation like that again. But at the same token, I mean, I wasn't gonna. I could have tried to make it down here to this TA right here, but I'm like, nah, man. I done already gone far enough because I don't want to run the risk of the other tire blowing out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The whole time I'm thinking like, man, you know, if I had one of the new bumpers or something like I was talking about, I wasn't even gonna make that, because it reminded me of a video I had watched. It was a guy, he had a Pete, and he got it stretched, everything, lights, all that good stuff like that, but he don't have no bumper on it. And so he was making a video, and he was trying to bag into a dock, but he was gonna have to hop. He was almost like had to hop a curve to get up there. And he was like, man, see, that one ain't got one of the bumpers, man, because if I had one of the bumpers, I would have tore something up. I said, man, yeah, you really do gotta think about stuff like that. You know, you have to be real cautious about some of the places that you go, you know, dealing with that bumper. Even though I know they sell a kit where you can flip, you know what I'm saying, you can flip the bumper up. But technically it's not supposed to fit my truck. But, you know, who knows, you know, maybe you can get somebody to, you know, rig it so that it you know, it would fit. But I just thought about that last night, you know. But I still want to get one though, man. You know, I still want to get one. Gonna get one. just gotta get the money built up to the point to where it's like, all right, I'll part ways with this. I ain't gonna be tripping about it. And I ain't at this point, I ain't nowhere near that point. So I feel like if I part way with a stack or 1,500, I'm like, I'm straight. So I don't, you know. But anyway, it'll be some time though, man. It might be. I ain't really in no rush though to get it. You know, because that's one of the things I learned just listening when I was at TMC, and they were just talking about like guys leasing a truck, and the guys, because they had free reign to do what you want to do, which I mean, you got free reign to do what you want to do with your maintenance account anyway. I mean, they can't tell you what you can and can't do. But one of the things they were talking about is like some of the guys that didn't succeed in leasing the truck was that, you know, they have a couple good weeks, put some money back, and then boom, all right, it's time to start putting some chrome on it. It's time to go get those quarter fenders. Okay, it's time to get some stacks. It's time to get the lights. Steering wheel, all that stuff like that. And then when something major happened, they look back at you and they like, man, you know what? You want us to come help you with something, and you took this, and this out your maintenance account, or you weren't putting, you know what I'm saying, this in your maintenance account, whatever like that. But yeah. So that's why I said I'm cool. And like I said, as far as my maintenance account over here, I was putting in X amount, but then I was like, you know, no, because I'm rapid pace, man. So when it's time to go, boom, I want to roll it out. So I'm putting the majority of it back in my account now. Let me manage. I put a little, I put a bare minimum in there, because basically, based on the lease agreement when we first got here, and based on the calculations, they didn't want but like that number anyway in there anyway. So I'm technically putting in the amount that they at the bare minimum require. So it's not like I'm, not even doing that, you know, like I'm not even opting in to do it. So at least I got, you know, I got something over there, you know, doing that. But yeah, man, but like I said, it'd be a while before I feel like, hey, I could just part ways with a stack, man, and just, I mean, 1,500 or even 2,000, just depend. It's gonna be a minute before I feel like I can part ways with that and just be like, you know, it's good. So it'll be a while, man. But like I said, it's one of them things where it's like, you want something, but if you want it, you gonna work extra for it. And it ain't one of them things that I just want to work extra for. It's just one of them things that I'll get it eventually. It ain't just nothing just pertinent that I just gotta get like today, you know. Like the little minor stuff like about the bezels. I left them in my car, the ones that got the visor on, the ones I was telling y'all about, go to headlights, about those. But like I said, those are less than $100. You know what I'm saying? So anything less than 100 or whatever like that, I'm like, cool, I can do that. But $500, $600, $1,000, like, nah. Cause I told y'all gonna end this video, but I'm still talking. But I was looking at, I wanted to stretch the truck just maybe like a foot, because I wanted some side boxes on both sides, you know, with the step on them. And I just did just like a generic Google search or whatever like that, and it was like, man, yeah, they charging one between $4,000 and $8,000, and I'm sitting there thinking like, I don't want no side boxes that bad. I don't want no side boxes that bad, my man. I clear don't. And so it got me to thinking, like, I seen something that Rainey's was selling, where like they got like where your catwalk is at. They got like a storage bin, like your whole catwalk, they'll put like a storage bin, like a little thing right there with a key. You open it up and you can, you know what I'm saying, you can store stuff in there. But I really just have to check it out. I really need to see it, because one thing about when you go into these truck sites, like I said, they ain't just got like a bunch of pictures and videos of like how it look after installation or something like that. So I actually need to see it on somebody's truck. Well, I've seen it on somebody's truck, honestly, but it was like a custom truck. I wouldn't mind having something like that. But and it's like $500-$600. And then you gotta turn around, you gotta think about you know what I'm saying, having somebody put it in there, because it sits, I don't really, like I said, I need to see how it looks on the bottom, because it's gonna sit right on top of your drive shaft and stuff like that. So you gotta definitely make sure that's mounted correctly, because that falling, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, she told me it'll be like an hour and a half, man. I'm not gonna hold y'all an hour and a half, but she's saying it's gonna be like an hour and a half before they pull me in, because somebody else was in here getting an oil change, and I'm like, I didn't know oil changes take that long. But anyway, I didn't talk to y'all too long, man. I'm gonna get back with y'all later, man. Y'all be safe out there.